People can say whatever they want, but the truth is, you didn't make me do anything. You showed me that it was time for me to stop hiding and to embrace the possibilities of who I could become. There's power in the quiet moments of self-reflection, and though everyone's talking about how you made me do this, I know the real story is about how I found the strength to take control of my own narrative. They don't see the battles I fought within myself, the hesitations and fears that almost stopped me. They don't understand that you didn't make me do this. You helped me see that I had the power all along. You didn't change me. You just made me realize that I had the power to change myself. And for that, I'm forever grateful. The whispers of the world will never truly capture the essence of what happened when you entered my life. It wasn't a change you forced upon me. It was a shift I made willingly, inspired by your presence and your unwavering belief in me. Everyone's talking about how you made me do this, but they don't know the internal process of healing and growth that I underwent. You didn't push me. You simply encouraged me to take the first step. I've learned that sometimes the best decisions come from moments of doubt and uncertainty. You didn't make me do this. You made me believe that I could, even when I wasn't sure of myself. When people talk about how you made me do this, I want to remind them that we're all responsible for our own choices. You didn't make me do anything. You just gave me the strength to make the choice I needed to make. The beauty of life is that we are constantly evolving. You didn't force me to change, but you did inspire me to embrace the changes I needed to make to move forward. Everyone's talking about how you made me do this, but they don't understand that it wasn't a sudden decision. It was a gradual realization, a moment of clarity that I couldn't ignore any longer. Sometimes it's not about someone pushing you in a certain direction, but about them showing you that it's okay to take that leap. That's what you did for me, and that's why everyone is still talking about it. Everyone talks about how you made me do this, but they don't see the part of me that was always ready for change. You just gave me the courage to step into it. You didn't force me to do anything. You simply made me see the potential within myself, a potential I had been too afraid to acknowledge before. The whispers about how you made me do this miss the most important part, that change comes from within, and you simply helped me find the confidence to embrace it. You didn't change who I am, but you gave me the clarity I needed to understand what I needed to do for myself. And for that, I will always be grateful. They can talk all they want about how you made me do this, but the truth is, it was my own heart that led me to this decision, inspired by the way you showed me the beauty of living authentically. Sometimes the right person doesn't push you to change. They simply help you realize that you've been ready for change all along. That's what you did for me. Everyone's talking about how you made me do this, but what they don't see is that I was already on the path to transformation. You just helped me take that first courageous step. It wasn't about you forcing me to do something. It was about you showing me that I was capable of more than I realized. And once I saw that, I couldn't go back. They don't understand the internal battle I fought, the news that kept me from moving forward. But you made me realize that fear doesn't have to control me. You helped me step into my own strength. The truth is, you didn't make me do anything. You simply helped me see that I was already on the brink of something beautiful, and all I needed was a little push to step into it. Everyone's talking about how you made me do this, but they don't see the way you made me feel alive again, the way you sparked a fire within me that I thought had burned out. The whispers will never capture the truth of what really happened. It wasn't you pushing me, it was you showing me the way, and me choosing to follow it because I knew it was time. I hear the talk, but I know the truth. You didn't make me do this. You just reminded me that I have the strength to change and the power to choose. You didn't create this change within me. You simply made me realize that the power to change was already within me, and for that I will always be grateful. They can talk all they want, but they'll never understand the quiet, transformative power of your presence in my life. You didn't make me do anything. You simply made me believe in my own potential. Everyone talks about how you made me do this, but they don't see the courage I found within myself. You didn't make me do anything. You showed me the strength I already had. Everyone's talking about how you made me do this, but they don't understand the depth of my heart's journey. I was lost, wandering through the darkness, and somehow you lit the way. Maybe you didn't intend to, but your presence changed everything within me, from the way I see the world to the way I see myself. People can say whatever they want, but they will never truly understand the quiet transformation that occurred within me when you entered my life. It wasn't just the spark of attraction, it was the way you made me question everything, my choices, my future, and even my own desires. I hear the whispers, the murmur of everyone talking about how you made me do this, but none of them know the internal struggle that led to my decisions. The truth is, you awakened something in me, something I had long ignored. I wasn't ready for it, but I was never going to be the same again. Sometimes the changes that happen to us are the quietest ones, ones we can't quite explain. People can speculate all they want about how you made me do this, but they won't know what it feels like to be on the edge of everything, torn between comfort and the need to finally live fully. The truth is, I didn't even know this version of myself existed until you showed me what it means to open up. I didn't plan to change, but somehow, through your influence, I found the courage to embrace the parts of me I had buried for so long. There are days when I think back on how it all started, how you unknowingly pulled me out of the shell I had built around myself. You made me do things I never thought I would, but more importantly, you made me believe in myself again. Everyone talks about how you made me do this, but they don't know how much it hurt to admit to myself what I needed. You didn't push me, you just made me see what I was capable of, even when I doubted every step I took. They can speculate about our connection all they want, but only I understand how deeply you changed me. You made me face parts of myself I had buried, but in doing so, you also freed me in ways I never expected. When people talk about how you made me do this, they don't realize that it wasn't about you forcing me. It was about you giving me the courage to break free from everything I thought I knew about myself. And for that, I'll always be thankful. You didn't have to do anything extraordinary to make me change. All you did was show me that it was okay to be myself, to take risks, and to be open to possibilities I had been too afraid to consider. Everyone's talking about how you made me do this, but they don't see the weight of my thoughts, the conflicting emotions that surged within me. I was unsure, hesitant, but you showed me the way, and now I'm walking a path I never thought I'd take. In the quiet moments when no one is watching, I wonder if anyone will ever understand the internal revolution you triggered within me. It wasn't just about the decisions I made, but the way you made me realize my own power to shape my destiny. People think they know the story, how you made me do this, but they don't understand that it wasn't a single moment. It was a slow burn, a realization that I had to follow my heart, no matter how terrifying it seemed. Sometimes the most profound changes come from the smallest shifts in our perspective. You didn't force me to do anything, but you made me see that I was capable of more than I had ever imagined. The conversations about how you made me do this will never capture the depth of what I felt. It wasn't just a decision, it was a moment of clarity, a fleeting second when everything in my life aligned with my true self. I used to be so afraid of change, but your presence in my life made me realize that transformation is inevitable, whether we're ready for it or not. You didn't make me change, but you made me want to be someone better. Everyone talks about how you made me do this, but I wish they could feel the quiet revolution that occurred inside of me. It wasn't loud or dramatic. It was just a gentle shift that brought me closer to who I truly am. You didn't know it at the time, but the way you made me feel was the catalyst for the most significant changes in my life. Everyone's talking about how you made me do this, but they don't see the quiet strength I've found within myself. The moment I realized that I was following your lead wasn't a moment of weakness, but one of incredible strength. You didn't make me do this. You showed me the courage I had within to make the change I needed all along. The more I think about how everyone's talking about how you made me do this, the more I realize that it wasn't about you pushing me. It was about you giving me the freedom to make the choice for myself.